Welcome back to Smells Like Wealth. I'm your host, Jada Martine. On this special day, 10/10, we're celebrating all things TS Madison. And trust me, she deserves all the 10s we can give. From her impactful advocacy to her infectious charisma, TS Madison is here to remind us of the importance of living boldly and authentically. Let's give it up and give TS Madison her 10s on 10/10. Come on out, Maddie. Yay!
For me.
Welcome. On 10/10, 10s.
10.
All across the board,
I
Maddie.
meant something else, because you know my measurements are 36, 24, 36, 10.
Let me put this up.
Those are my measurements. Those are my accurate measurements. 36, 24, 36, 10.
Oh my goodness. I'm just elated that you're here. It is like a dream to me. I feel like I have to.
Why y'all make me feel like I done did so much stuff in the world?
Because you have. Your journey is incredible, and we're here to talk about it today.
Well, let's talk about it.
I want to know, how do you define wealth?
Wealth. Oh my goodness. How do you define wealth? I'm gonna tell you something. You know, there was a time that I really sought after riches and being like extremely rich and things. But wealth to me is the forever pouring into, or the forever receiving and giving. It's the perpetual cycle of giving and receiving. And also the things around you. Like I own 2 houses. I've had very expensive cars, but the most important thing to me that I can own, or not own, or that's a part of it, is like my mother. Like having my mom is like one of this. I really sat back and I looked around, and the things that I was thankful for, but it's just having her, you know, still be with me and walking in this journey and stuff with me. And because money, riches come and go, but wealth is something that you are able to pass. And so the wealth is the knowledge that she's, you know, given me as far as into my spiritual journey, my spirituality, and as far as the things that she's instilled in me on how to be the type of human being that I am.
Yeah.
You know, and also forever being in my corner and having my back. So that's things that she can pass to me, that I can pass to my nieces and nephews and people around, even people that are not related to me. So wealth is me being in the presence of you, who said that you followed my journey for so long, and you've probably taken pieces of my journey and applied it to yourself, and you've been able to build your business, build your brand, build things around, and you know, that's wealth, because that's me forever pouring into someone and a legacy that's continually living on, and then when I hear it back, it's like, wow, you know, that's worth more than any dollar amount that I can ever have.
No, that's right. Wealth to me is time and freedom. To be able to get up and do whatever it is that I decide to do for the day, and also being able to acquire enough to allow services to be provided for myself so I can live a comfortable lifestyle.
So you like the riches of it too?
I do.
Me too.
I love being comfortable.
I gave you a good answer, but I like all the money. I like the money that come along with the motherfucker too. Oh, can we cuss on here?
Yes,
Oh,
we 7 seconds. You know how YouTube is. You gotta wait 7 seconds, but we in there now. You good. You can cuss if you need to.
7 seconds is when you go in, and then you can.
And then you can cuss.
After
a
7
little bit. You can cuss a little bit.
Okay, I'll put that in my notes. For my rendezvous this week.
No, you're good. So did you trademark your name?
Yes.
Now, why did you do that?
Well, because I here's the thing. I've worked very hard for my name, and there's so many people that have said to me, well, you've maneuvered out of sex work and all that other shit that you were in. Why do you still keep the TS in front of your name? And it's like, because that's mine. I own that. I worked for that. I lived that. I almost died for that. That belongs to me. So I don't want someone to just be able to pick up. And I'm going to add to that. Like, even though I'm not in doing bigdickbitch.com anymore, I own bigdickbitch.com. because ain't no other bitch gonna get up and take all the hard work and energy and stuff that I put into building something that was financially lucrative for me and just coming in, and that traffic flows to that. No, but you gotta work. You gotta work and earn that like I did. It's not no free rides. And so I think that people need to understand how powerful a name is. A name can hold more weight than gold. If your name good out there, people will give you the weight of
sure
gold.
Will. They sure will.
So that's why there's other TS Madisons out there that's probably on the beat or probably out there that are using that name, you know, on those escort ads. But I'm the only TS Madison.
Yes, you are.
I'm the only one.
I get that. I trademarked Smells Like Wealth. It's actually in the process of being trademarked now. So I was like, I put in too much hard work for it to just be taken away like that. And I knew that getting on a YouTube, that was something that I needed to acquire, because anybody can take your name and do whatever they want to with it. And then you're pissed off at the end because you...
I mean, since we there, look at the Queen's Court. That was something that I fought hard for when I was with, who I have no quarrel with, I mean, I can't say the same if they have the same feelings about me, but that's what I was fighting for. And it was so much inward fighting that they didn't take the time to see that this is what I was trying to protect us from. We could sit around all day and do something all day. We can say a slogan or something all the time, but if we don't take full ownership of it,
what is it for?
What is it for?
Yeah.
But bless their heart, I didn't make any noise about it when the Queen's Court show came out or whatever. I just sat back and looked at it because I really wanted the public to see and the people to see this is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I just rescinded everything. Like, people like, oh, I stole this, I rescinded everything from that. Like, it was too much shit that was going around. Let them people have it. I threw it on the floor, let them pick it up and do whatever they're going to do with it.
And I feel like it's still on the floor.
When I look at it, does it hurt me? If I'm being honest, when I look at it, does it hurt me? Yes. Yes, it does hurt me. It hurt me the first time I saw it. It hurt me the first season because I actually Holly Pete Robinson, and she follows me, and we've had great conversations. I like her. What's the guy name? Will Packer. I remember he reached out to us when the Queen's Court was popping. Will Packer reached out to us and circumnavigated around me to go directly to Homegirl. And I'm like, well, Homegirl ain't on top. She ain't on top of the business like that.
Right.
So why are you talking to you? Well, we need to be collectively talking together. Whatever conversation they had, hey, that's on them. I'm not bitter or salty about anything because God has blessed me immensely.
Yeah, since then,
like people talk to me about it, and there are fans out there that still holding on to that. Hey, let it go. We wish everybody peace, love, and hair grease.
Yeah.
But did it hurt me when I saw the stuff come out? Yes, because I'm a black transgender woman who sat in a space and helped popularize something that was culturally popular, and that has, even that old shit, you go back and you look at that old shit, ain't nothing like it. And it's great that it's there to go back. I don't look at any of it, but just to know that as a black transgender woman sitting next to a bio woman, and we did something.
Yeah, you did.
And then people come through and just be like, oh, well, let's sweep it up and make it this. We put a lot of energy and time in that and made that thing a household name. And so that's why a lot of the fans, and I'm quite sure if they are out there, and I've never spoke about this. This is crazy that you got me talking about this, and I've never spoke about this.
We're here. Go ahead.
And it's crazy that the fans out there who are longtime fans of She and I, watching that was like, yo, what are we doing here? Like, why is this going on out here? Now we're on season 2. And I talked to Holly Pete Robinson, and I was like, so, maybe one of these seasons, you can at least let the girls come through and be a judge or something on the show, or have some type of, because you know, just like everybody else out there knows,
Who started
the
it all.
history
Yeah.
behind this name.
Yeah, real.
You know this.
Real.
The fans know this. So let's.
Yeah. I could see how that could be hurtful, though.
It is.
I feel like if someone
is.
took my stuff, I would be extremely
There's
hurt.
lots of things that are hurtful, especially being black, being trans, you know, being a person that moves culture and totally get looked over. Do you know how many times I had to stand back and watch the public talk about how 50 Cent got up and moved the needle for Monique and Lee Daniels to get back together? Like they totally acted as if
You weren't there.
I wasn't there. And then what I love about Monique and Lee Daniels is that, you know, when they speak about it, you know, they say that this is the reason why we were in communication with each other, because TS Madison got on the telephone, made the TS Madison. That's why I own my name.
Yeah, right.
TS Madison got on the telephone and made and moved things around. And so because that happened, here we go with the things that moved. So, you know, there's lots of things that I look over and look out in the public and I'm like, you know, I feel some type of way about the public. But then we have Beyonce, who comes along and, you know, elevates my voice to the next level and credits me for it,
Yeah.
pays me for it, gives me residuals for it, you know, credits me, like when you go look up the Renaissance, like I'm all in the credits in the film, all the things, like it's just so many things that I appreciate her for, because she could have easily just snatched that from a video and used that, and I would have been over there like, oh my God, Beyonce used my voice, and you know. And
With no credit.
With no credit. Like that constantly has happened to me.
Yeah.
And it happens to me a lot because I am a black transgender woman.
That's unfortunate.
It happens to me because of that. Because it's just like, well, that's them. They don't give any contributions, or they're not allowed to really even be credited for anything or any contributions that was given to anything in the public. And so it is a hurtful thing at times.
I get that.
So when I'm celebrated in any space or anything, I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, you know, let me pop my collar, you know, and it feels good. But I've never spoke about that Queen's Court stuff, and then we're on season 2, and I look at the promo and stuff for it, and I'm just over there like, okay. I mean, shit, have me or her. I would be okay if they had her too.
Yeah.
Me or her, or and me and her.
Yeah.
Like we popularized, we really made that a household thing.
I agree. That's how I found you. So,
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
we
that's
made that a
how.
household, and that's why they sought after the name like that, because it was already a working, rolling. It already had traffic going to it.
Right.
So
Right.
You know.
I wanted to also talk while we're on deep subjects. I remember that you said that you have this thing in your will where,
Oh my God, the will.
yeah, when you pass away, the person has what, 24 to 48 hours?
48 hours.
To vacate the premises? What is explain to us why you put that in your will?
I know men, and I've known men for countless amounts of years. Because I've known men for so long, I understand how things work. Men grieve differently than women. A woman could lose her husband and never remarry. A man could lose his wife and he'll bring his girlfriend to her funeral. It can happen that fast. And I believe that, yeah, we fucked and sucked and got in the buck and loved on each other and did the things. But honey, once that bitch, it says to death do us part. I've partied. I've parted, honey. And my things are not going with me, but they're going to the people, to my bloodline.
Right.
Because you and that bitch that you was already had, your little side bitch that you was already flowing with, or you was cockeying with, y'all ain't laying on my sheets. I knew about y'all, but y'all ain't finna be in my house laying on my sheets. You ain't finna be in my bank account spending my money. No, that's going to my nieces. That's going to my blood, to what's kin to me. You better keep all those jewels, all those lavish gifts, all those nice things I bought you, and pawn that. Because I gave that to you. Take that over there and pawn it. But the shit that I done already worked and stuff for, you're not getting access or any privy to that. Maybe God may change my heart, but should he?
No.
Tell me why.
I don't think so, because I feel like you already have, this is what your heart is set on. And I feel like people do change. People change all the time. And if your intuition is telling you to go ahead and set your will this way, then you should do that.
Because I know what they do.
And also,
do you have experience in it?
Well, I told you my mom passed. We recently talked about that. And she didn't allow herself to get her things together before she passed. So her life insurance policies went to a man that she divorced from 4 years ago, and then he writes me a letter telling me how sorry he is that my mom passed and how much he was grieving, but there's no check in the letter.
But he got all her money.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure he's in another situation.
Yes, of course, supporting whomever it may be with my mom's money.
And that you didn't get any of.
No. Right. So we had to go through a whole process. So I understand completely why you have your things set the way that they are, just from personal experience. And I hate that I had to go through that to understand your plight, but I do understand your plight just because I have gone through that.
And even though your mom had divorced this gentleman, and stuff like that, and he's moved on.
Say it, Maddie. Say it. It's fine. We're in a safe space. It's fine.
He out there spending your mama's money with this lady. And I'm not going to say this bitch because I don't know her. Mm-hmm. But this bitch is out here basking in what your mama
worked hard for.
And you didn't get it, and you're her blood.
And I have a son.
You're her grandkids didn't even getting none of this.
No.
Nah. I'm definitely updating it very soon.
Yeah, keep it the way that it is. And I don't care who has anything to say about it. Keep your stuff the way it is.
And I'm so glad that you said that from Miss Smith, because there were so many people that were writing about that in the comment section when I talked about it, and they were saying how, well, it's not love. You didn't have a love. Like, well, there's no way that I want to leave my partner without nothing. You did leave your partner with nothing. If y'all was alive and y'all bought each other gifts, lavish gifts, you can't take it to the grave with you. But bitch, whatever he got, he better put that bitch over there. Listen, when I was dating men that were wealthy, when I was in that department, I didn't expect for them to cake me forever. The lavish gifts that I received, I kept those. I kept those gifts.
Yeah.
I kept their money too, but those gifts I kept, the things I kept, you know what I'm saying? Because everything has an expiration date.
It does.
And so, once that expires or y'all expire, you're not taking nothing that we had over there to give to the next motherfucking person. It's not if I have anything to do with it. It's not. I'm just going to enjoy our time.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement to what you have going on. I don't care how anybody else feels about it, just because personal experience.
Personal experience.
Yeah.
You know from hands-on what happened.
I do.
How hurt were you?
Oh my gosh, from a scale of 1 to hurt, extreme.
And he didn't fix his mouth to say, Jada, I know your mama would have wanted me to give you $50,000.
No.
He didn't fix his mouth to say anything.
No, because he was in a very poor financial space himself. So he used that, as selfish as it is, used that to dig himself out of a financial hole. And of course, that's not going to last forever.
No insurance money.
No, it's not going to last forever, but it's just the fact that it was so foul. Like, why would you do something like that? But I know God. I know how God works.
Because he is a man.
Yeah.
And men don't have any type of thinking like that, because in his mind, that is already done. And this is what I was in the relationship. Oh, this is my blessing. Thanks. I would have at least been like, this woman had children and grandkids. Like, yeah, I'm in a bind, but this is this woman's daughter.
Good things don't come from that, though, Maddie.
No, they don't.
They don't. So it's not anything that I have to get vengeance on or anything like that, because I know how God works. I know how the universe works.
Did you go to the lawyer? Did you get a lawyer?
I do have a lawyer who is on retainer. Okay?
Didn't I tell you about that too? You want someone on retainer?
Yeah, but it was nothing that they could do, because the insurance company already had their paperwork. He signed it, she signed it over. It was nothing that they could do. So that's just it's unfortunate.
Does he still have any of it?
I'm not sure because I haven't spoke to him. We tried calling, he didn't pick up the phone. He left the phone number, but he didn't pick up the phone. He said
he has some money and he's rolling.
Yeah. Yep. So if he sees this,
you
okay?
Men are trash with that. That's why I've always been. But I'm getting into a better space now.
Yeah.
I want people, because I don't want to come off like I hate men, because I do not. I don't like the ways that a lot of them have and the way that they treat women or femme presenting. I don't like it. I don't like a lot of it because it's just no thinking.
Yeah.
And so you have to protect yourself, no matter how good the dick is, no matter how deep in love, no matter how we be all night, no matter how much of that's going on, you have to protect yourself. You have to understand that there is a possibility that you are in a relationship with a person that's there for their personal gain. It's a possibility. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, you have to always leave a clause somewhere that there is a possibility.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So, okay. So we're here to actually make a dish.
What kind of dish?
So we have these mini millionaires that we're going to prepare.
That's what that is.
That's what those are. Okay. So these require piping.
Ooh. Did she say piping? Pipe it up, honey. Pipe it up. Did she say piping?
They do require piping. I'm not the greatest.
You're not good with piping?
No.
That might be my department right there. I'm good with piping, honey. I told you the measurements is 36, 24, 36, 10.
But
I'm definitely good with piping.
But the right hand secures.
Oh, yeah.
The left hand guides the frosting and the cream in the cup.
Okay, I want to master
so we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll see how far we get. How about that?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do that. We are back. As you can see, we're sitting down because
we about to pipe it up.
Yeah, we got to pipe it up. And
Sister, I just want to tell you thank you for letting me sit down, because these titties was about to topple me over.
So I heard. I don't have that problem.
You know what? I'm gonna get a reduction soon. I'm gonna get my.
You gonna give it to me?
Girl, you don't want these titties. These titties done been through some things. These titties real used.
It's fine.
You gotta go and get you a new car.
That's fine.
This used car right here, you got 2 minutes.
It's fine. I think I'll do that. Okay, look.
This is the piping.
This is the piping. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you take your right hand and secure the bag, and then you take your left hand and you guide the cream, basically.
I like the way you say you take your right hand and you secure the bag.
You secure the bag.
You take listen, that needs to be a lesson in wealth. Take your right hand, and secure the bag. And then you take your left hand and you squeeze it out.
That's it.
Kind of sort of like this, like so, like in the words of Tabitha Brown, like so, like that.
Yeah, so that's how we gonna do it.
I don't want to cover my
Maddie. Now look, tell me about the VMAs. You got best dress. Let's talk about it.
Oh, I like the way that I just squeezed that.
Ooh, Chad.
Look, that just made me organism. That made organisms come out of me. Look at this. Let me for the squeeze again.
Now, Maddie, we trying to keep it PG-13.
It is PG-13. You know, I'm just saying oohs and ahs like a singer.
It's fine.
Ooh, look at ooh.
I get it.
Look at that. Ooh.
I get it.
Ooh.
Yeah, what about Riley Knox? I want to talk about her.
Riley Knox, that's my girl. That's my good girlfriend. She's gonna actually make my wedding dress one day.
Is she?
She's gonna make me a beautiful wedding dress.
How did you get in contact with her?
I've been knowing Riley Knox for a long time. You know, she's a Beyonce, she's one of the top Beyonce impersonators.
Yes.
She's beautiful, she's talented. I remember I went to a show in, we good? I remember I went to a show in DC. Mm-hmm. It was one of my first times in DC, and there was a place called, what was that? Oh my God, not Ripples. damn, I done been responsible for reopening clubs.
Yeah.
I can't think of the club, but y'all, Riley, when you watch this, tell me the club. They tried to bring that back on Thursday nights, right? So I went there and I did a show there, and the place was packed. It was their first Thursday night back, and so I met Riley and she was upstairs, honey, and I said, "Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty." I really thought that she was a bio woman. I thought she was a cis woman. And I was looking. I said, "Oh, she's so pretty." And she was like, "Hey, sister," she said, "I love you. I'll be following you." And you know what? It always blows me every time people say they be following. Because I'm like, what you know to follow? You know, I've done a lot of stuff on the internet.
I'm aware.
It's done. Some of it been bad. A lot of it been good. And some of it been naked. So I was like, well, how you find? Did you find me with my clothes? Do you know that happens to me so much?
I bet.
Speaking, because we were talking earlier about the VMAs.
Yes.
When I go to the VMAs, when I went to the Emmys, when I'm working on RuPaul's Drag Race, because you know sometimes we have like A-list celebrity judges that come, and you know I'm no longer a guest judge. I'm a permanent rotating judge.
Okay, permanent rotating judge. I did not know that.
Yeah, girl, that's why I'm always over there.
Oh,
because I'm a permanent rotated judge. So we have the guest judges that'll come. So I want to tell you something real quick, and I may babble a lot because
you're fine.
My brain be clicking, and be a lot of stuff clicking and clicking. But that's what it's like a monkey and with symbols doing it, clicking.
Yeah.
What's her name? She played Celine. Kate Beckinsale. I just recently did a episode with Kate Beckinsale, and so she came out there, and she was all in her high glory, these boots and stuff. She looked so cute, and whatever. And you know, Kate Beckinsale, she real. I didn't know that she goes against the grain as much as she do. So she came out there. She had this outfit on, and I could see her coochie lips. I didn't want to tell her I saw her coochie, but I saw her coochie lips in the outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, that just let me know how dedicated she is to being outside the box.
Yeah.
So we sitting next to each other, we talking, honey, we laughing and doing the 1-2. And so we go on a commercial break, and so we go to the bathroom, and then we came back. And so she say, she went back to her trailer, and when she came back from her trailer, she says, "Is there anything that I can say to you that would be quite offensive?" You know she British. "Is there anything that I can say to you that would be quite offensive? What would offend you if I said anything to you?" I said, "Girl, you can say anything that you want a motherfucker to say to me, honey, because you know we at work. As long as I can say it back."
Yeah.
I'm an equal employment opportunity bitch. As long as I can say it back, we good. So watch what you say, because you may say some wrong shit and you may end up being a crock. I don't give a fuck where we at. You may say some wrong shit and you may end up being a crock. I don't know what you gonna say, but say it. Because I know what I'm gonna say. So she says, "Is there anything that I can say to you that would be quite offensive to you?" I said, "No, well, say what you gonna say." She says, "When you're a big dick bitch, I flew back. When you were a big dick bitch, I flew back." Because I was like, how in the hell was you watching that shit?
Wow.
How did you see that shit?
Wow.
When you're a big dick bitch, I want to tell you that my daughter found herself being so much more comfortable in you. I want to tell you, when you came to the door and you were naked and you were swinging that thing around.
Oh, not that thing.
I just sat there like I was so blown that I was just frozen. Girl, I was frozen because I was like, how did it just blew me. And she said, when you say, she says, you don't even understand how liberating that was for my daughter. Because my daughter was so trapped in her own identity. And you don't understand how liberating that was for her. And she says, my daughter has three favorite people in the world. And she said it was, God, who she said it was? God, I can't remember. But she said it was Little Wayne. She loves Little Wayne. some other person, and then she said, and big dick bitch.
I got
I want
sneeze.
to tell you, for her birthday, I made her a birthday cake, and we had Lil Wayne. What was the other person? Lil Wayne, the other person, and you were on the cake for her birthday.
Wow.
And I've been sitting here all this time, and I didn't know that I knew you was someone, but I didn't know that you were her.
Yeah.
This is I love you. Do you know me and her be texting and stuff?
Shut up.
We exchange, we be texting and kikiing and shit.
We're all best friends
She says,
now.
I want you to make a song with me. There's a song that I want to put together that it's so dirty. But I think that I give permission to people who are do more? Oh.
No, go ahead.
I think that I give permission to people who can't do the things because they are bound so much. Can I do it?
Yeah, of course.
Because they're bound so much by policy, and they're bound by regular rules and regulations and shit, and they're really bound by like losing things. I don't give a fuck. Because I came into this Hollywood business with nothing. And I can leave with the same thing. Mm-hmm. I came in with myself. And I brought myself to that. And so nobody can take me away from me. And I think that these people have the opportunity to live vicariously through me. Because when I want to say it, I say it. I don't give a damn if I work for MTV, Paramount Pictures, Universal Studio. I don't give a fuck. You step on my toe, I'm gonna let you know. And it may not be the nicest way. Mm-hmm. Or I might have an unadulterated opinion about something that you may not be able to say because you scared your sponsorship don't go. I don't give a fuck about that kind of stuff. Now that don't mean I don't have any coop about myself. Mm-hmm. It just means that I'm not bound by those laws of, I'm scared I'm gonna lose a contract and I'm gonna let a bitch walk all over me. No, I'm gonna bust you in your motherfucking head. And we'll figure out the contract later on. But you may get your shit split. And we'll figure out the contract later. And that wasn't really my first time that type of stuff has happened to me. I had that same experience with Gerard Carmichael. And when he told me, he said that there was a video that I had made where I had said, you pussy ass motherfucking hoes can't motherfucking beat me with my own shit. Bitch, you hoes can't hold nothing over my head and beat me with my own shit, pussy hoe. He quoted that to me. And he said, TS Madison, I want to tell you, that was the reason why I came out and said that I'm scared.
That's amazing.
Blew me.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Blew me, because I'm like, I move so unapologetic that I don't think that it's impacting anybody else, or I don't think that it actually means anything to anybody else but me. But when I get these stories and I hear these people talk to me, like these people who are in places, who are in higher places than me, who occupy different spaces than me, that tell me, thank you. Bitch, thank you for being all that you are.
Yeah.
It just makes me appreciate the fact of the matter that I really be giving a fuck.
Yeah. Because nobody can shade you if you stand in your own light.
They can't. They can't do it. You can't whoop me with my own bell.
Nope.
Bitch, it's on me.
Nope.
You can't do that.
Mm-mm. So, the crew ate the dessert.
But they left one for me. So this is what the finished product looks like.
That's what they look like.
Why this nut ain't on the top of the other ones? Ain't no more nuts?
We didn't have no more nuts.
I got two. Can I tell you that I'm very open about these things? I'm okay with joking about a lot of the stuff, And even though I say lots of things that are in that space, I want people to understand how comfortable in my skin that I am. And I think that if people took the liberty to really become comfortable with themselves all the way around, like in a 360-degree circle, like all the way around, nothing could penetrate them. No pause. Nothing could penetrate them mentally or spiritually because they own their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes can be an intimidating factor to people that don't possess those things, because a lot of people are governed by what others' perception of them is and how other people see them. When the whole goal or the whole aspect of the situation is how you see yourself.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much I talk about my goddamn meats. I am film presenting. Now, I don't believe that I'm a female. I want people to understand that I don't believe in any aspect or any area in my mind that I am a female. I don't have those beliefs. I am a transgender woman, but I truly believe that I am in possession of two spirits. I've always been a believer, because there are times that I've been in heavy communication with people from my own community. They're like, "Girl, you're too vulgar about this or whatever," or "You lean more to the butch queens, to the gay men." I'm like, because there was a time in my life, you know, I did transition.
Yeah.
So I did share a space with gay men at one point in my life. I didn't start transitioning until I was 17 years old.
That's early.
Yeah, but girl, that's still 17 years of my life that I was a butch queen. Well, hold on, let me get this correct. That was 14 years of my life that I thought that I lived a heterosexual boy's life. I'm still a virgin. I've never had sex with a woman. Never. I've had sex with couples, but I've never had sex with a woman. Like, I've never used, my genitalia on a woman. I've never had that. But I've been in sexual encounters with couples.
With women. And
I've been in sexual encounter with women. Like, we was tricking together.
Oh.
A woman taught me how to sell pussy.
Oh.
Women taught me how to be a prostitute. The trainees taught me how to take it to the next level. But the women taught me how to be a hooker. I did my first hooking with women, with females.
Wow.
But they were but their mind was also in the elevated state. I don't really meet a lot of females that their mind is not in an elevated state, because they're still bound by labels and bound by identity factors and stuff like that, instead of just being like, okay, this is this, that is that. They got to put a label on it in order to understand it. I think that females who have been deeply in sex work understand lots of the different aspects when it comes down to men, because when it comes to men with stuff, men are visual and instinctive. And so a man can get his dick sucked, stick his dick in a hole and get his dick sucked, and don't know what's on the other end of that hole that's sucking his dick. He don't know. That don't make him a thing, because he done got his dick sucked. Motherfucker could walk out of that bitch and could come out of that motherfucker and be a whole nigga over there. Just like, oh shit, we won't tell nobody but God, because it'll kill your mama. But it's just like that doesn't make him a thing. It does not make him a thing. It just doesn't. It doesn't make him a thing because of something that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think that a lot of times when I was with the hookers, the other hooker girls, like, as me and this girl, we was tricking off on this dude, and this is the first time I tricked off. He was eating her coochie and I was sucking his dick. We didn't care about that man, and she wasn't over there saying to that man, "Oh, that's a man." She wasn't doing all that. We were there to get the money.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this is when I was younger. I would take accountability. I was younger. I wasn't telling nobody that I was cheap transsexual, because at the time I was transsexual. I wasn't saying I was a transsexual. We were there to get the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, "I want to let me see some pussy." So she showed the pussy. I'm like, "Baby, I ain't got time for all that. I'm on my period." But he wasn't. We were there for the coin.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't calling him like, "Oh, he gay." It was like, "Bitch, let's get this money and get out of here," because we're working. And so that was my first time being a hooker. I was like, "Oh."
So what pushed you into prostitution? And what
I couldn't go to work.
I was going to say that.
couldn't go to work.
I was going to say how hard it must be as a trans woman to get a 9 to 5
Well,
because
then, especially like we talking about 30 years
yeah,
ago.
that's what I mean.
It's like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Girl, I couldn't get no money. Oh, when I got a job, it was very much so like, okay, you got to come in here. You got to take all that off. I'm like, bitch, this is not a costume, sweetie. This is not a costume.
Yeah.
We ain't on Halloween, bitch. I can't peel all this off. We not at the Halloween party. Bitch, I'm the cunt. So this is not coming off. Or I remember I had this job working at this place called Precision Response Corporation, PRC.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so freaking enamored by the hearing, because there was discussions of like, oh, there's a man that come in, he look like a woman, all the heat.
Yeah.
There's a man and he look like a woman. So I'm hearing them have these conversations.
And they didn't know.
No, because contrary to popular belief, bitch, if I don't ask, if you don't, listen, I can get through, regardless of what a motherfucker know. Motherfucker know me now, and they know and I talk about this, but I can get through.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck when nobody say you can fight your mama. I can get through because I live this life every day. I can slide right on through. Now, I'm over there listening to them have the whole conversation. There was like, he in the training. So I'm like, they talking about me. So I went to the bathroom. I see them congregated there. They looking at the training class let out. And they all looking at everybody training. So 2 girls came out. They was like, there he go right there.
No.
There he go right there. It's that one. Look at him. You could tell. And they were talking about 2 women. I could tell that's him right there. And I was like, no, it's me. That was the most liberating thing that I had done. I tapped them on the shoulder. I was like, no, it's me. I was like, oh. I was like, no, sweetie, it's me.
Yeah.
And it's she and her.
Yeah.
For the record, from now on, it's she and her. And you see the name tag? It says Chanel.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So in order to live your truth, you decided that you didn't want to work there anymore.
No, girl, I just got tired of getting fired.
I get that.
Listen, I used to come to that job, terrorize those people at that freaking job. I'm the reason why a lot of the policies changed over there, because of those men was all out there in the aisles looking at me walk down the aisle with I told you, listen, I used to be an hourglass. I could tell time from 12 to 6. Now it's all over the place. Maybe 12 and 3, maybe 12 and 7.
10 to 3.
Whatever it is, it might be that. Wherever it is, whatever it is today. It ain't 12 and 6 no more. But it still work though.
Yeah.
But I changed a lot of the policies there at the job because, it started with the bathroom because there were women saying, oh, I don't want to use the bathroom with him. So I'm concerned about me. I'm like, girl, you think I did all this to want coach?
Right.
You think I did all of this to lay down with you?
It's crazy.
Sweetie, you would be worried about me being in the bathroom with your man.
Okay. And that's
Because what you think the problem is ain't the problem.
No, it's not.
And a lot of you hoes be fooled what the niggas say out their mouth, and because niggas say one thing and do another.
They do.
So don't let me be. I can politely use the niggas' bathroom if I need to.
Yeah.
But also that was also safety hatchet for me because I grew up in Miami, and it's a lot of Caribbean, there's a lot of culture.
Right. Who don't believe in. Yeah. Who don't believe in that.
And
yeah.
Yeah,
right. It's a. I get it. Right. I get it.
it's a lot of show and tell.
Right.
But I remember one time I was at work and I had all of my pictures on my desk. All my pictures of all my girlfriends, all my other trans girlfriends, and while we went out to the club or whatever. So I went to the break room, get me a soda or something at the break room. I came back, all my pictures was tore down on my desk. I mean, they were torn down, flipped over, So I went back to the break room. Because the nigga was over there at my desk. I went to the break room. I said, bitch, you told my bitch He said, bitch, when you get a pussy, then you motherfucking holler at me. When I tell you I did like Denzel Washington, got him and flipped that motherfucking table over in that bitch. I flipped that motherfucking table over. And you can see the fear trembling.
Yeah.
And I wanted to scrap in there. So, you know, I'm still real in the field. So they holding me and shit like that. He over there talking about, when you get a real pussy, my nigga, when you get a real pussy, and it's just like, how is my desk
a problem?
You done came all the way around here from activations over here, and you at my desk, fucking with me,
man.
And so after I turned the bitch out, right, they took me back to HR, and I remember weeks before, I see her name was Nadette. I can't remember everything, all the fucking people names, but I remember that bitch name. Her name was Nadette. I saw Nadette walking the floor, walking. And so when I got to HR this time, Nadette said that she said, because my name hadn't been legally changed then. Okay. My name is legally changed now. So she called my old name, and then she called, and she was like, you were the one I've been looking for on the floor.
Wow.
It all makes sense now. This what Nadette said. So they had been going back there to Nadette complaining to her because they didn't want me in the bathroom.
Wow.
So Nadette was like, I can't make you use the men's room.
Right.
I can't do that.
That's a safety hazard.
Oh, it made sense to her.
Yeah.
Because they were going back there telling her there was a man in the bathroom.
That's crazy.
And so once all this transpired and the boy acting stupid and I'm finna whoop the boy ass or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they escorting him out of there getting his, because I'm on the company phone calling my hitters up there, telling my street hitters, bitch, this pussy ass nigga, da 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 da. Y'all get here quick, bitch, because they trying to get him out of here. We finna whoop his ass outside. When I got all my girls coming up there to stomp on this nigga.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting in front of Nadette and Nadette is gasping like, I've been looking for you for days.
Wow.
She said when she said it all made sense, I didn't know what she meant.
Yeah.
Until she says, it all makes sense now. She says, I can't put you in the men's room.
Right.
I can't make you do that. And it became a problem.
Yeah.
So they have to go here and they have to start rewriting rules and rewriting things, but the rules and shit that they were rewriting were for them motherfucking hoes and not me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the problem.
Yeah, right.
All I come here to work just like everybody else up there. I come to clock in these bitches. I can't help because the niggas see an hourglass coming through here and titties and they know it's balls and dick up on it. I can't help that. They ain't seen it, but they know it's something up on it. They ain't seen it, but they know it's some balls and dick, titties and all. So that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Quiet as it's kept and all the shit that people talk, that's a fascinating thing to have the visual presentation in front of you, and then someone has told you that motherfucker has a dick. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
But that's not my problem.
Yeah, right.
Because I didn't come there to fuck nobody at work.
Right.
I came there to do my job. I came to do my job, and my job entails, and once I said, thank you for calling AT&T, this is Chanel speaking, how can I help you? Once I done got through that call center situation, I did my job, and I got to pee, I got to use the bathroom. I can't go in the bathroom. So they were trying to work it out where I used the bathroom way in the back.
Oh, no. No.
It was so much shit happened to me at that fucking job.
Oh, that's traumatizing.
And people don't understand that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, I don't want to follow rules and regulations of no motherfucker. I'm gonna make my own rules and regulations. And hence I got involved in the tricking.
Oh wow. That's how it all started. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Don't be sorry. Just know that the ignorance lies in other people. People are just living their own natural life. The ignorance lies in those people that are outside trying to infringe their beliefs, how they live on me.
Yeah.
My only duty was to come to that work. Thank you for calling AT&T. This is Chanel speaking. How may I help you? That was my only job to do. I wasn't trying to suck my dick down. I wasn't trying to hook up with no man. I was trying to go to work, come home, pay my bills just like everybody else in that bitch. So my presence has always been a problem.
Wow.
My presence has always infringed on somebody else, and I don't have nothing to do with that. You got to step your own pussy up. They don't got nothing to do with me.
Right. That's real. That's real, Maddie.
How can someone else's existence make you uncomfortable?
Right. It makes a lot of people uncomfortable, though. Unfortunately, it don't have nothing to do with you. I agree. Trent told me to ask you about Lee Daniels. I don't know what's going on with Lee Daniels, but he told me to ask you about Lee Daniels.
So I've written a manuscript. It's called The Times He Loved Me. And this manuscript is about my journey in sex work on the beat. And Lee Daniels and I have gotten to a situation to where we're getting ready to turn that into a biopic mini-series.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. So we've been talking about it. We've been, we've vetted a few writers, because we're trying to get the treatment for episode 1 together or whatever, and then, it's a hurry up and wait process. This has been going on for years. Like, I haven't said anything about it. When the Deliverance came out, he told me, post that video of you and your mama when we was out to dinner, because we had met with the writer that we've been vetting for the studio. She said, post that video. She says, Maddie, I want the people to be excited about what I'm getting ready to do with your life, because I feel like that you have a story, you have something, that is important that people need to understand, and like people need to, and like you're the perfect person because you're raw with whatever it is that you say. You've always lived raw in the public.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you come unclothed, they can't read your clothes because you already naked.
Yeah, that's real. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
I'm excited.
You deserve all of that.
But I don't want it to be, and see, the thing about it is it's really not for me. Yeah, financially I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to eat financially. So all you pussy assholes that feel some type of way, you could throw as many chicken bones down the ground as you want to, but you might well pick them up, honey, and make you some bone marrow when you're sick, because you're going to be motherfucking sick. You better take them same chicken bones you hoes throwing down on the ground against my freezer, bitch, and put them in a pot and boil them to make you a broth to help you, because you're going to be sick. Okay? But it's not for me. Yes, financially it's going to do what's supposed to be done, because the universe is going to reward me for bringing others out.
Yeah.
The universe is going to reward me for telling a story that's going to pull the wool back, or pull the glass off, pull the sheet back, so that other people can live freely, so that change can happen. Mm-hmm. Policies can be rewritten, not for them, but for the people that ain't fucking with nobody.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, Maddie. I got two more questions. I want to know about your character in your new Netflix series.
Yes, I've worked with Tyler Perry, and my character her name is Dada. There's a story that Tyler Perry's putting together. It's called Beauty and the Black. There's a new Netflix series that's coming out on October the 24th.
Okay.
My character name is Daga, D-A-G-A.
Ooh.
That's all I can tell you.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. You got to get tune in on October 24th.
Oh, I was wondering why you were so quiet about it. You and Craig talked about it, and I was like, why was this so brief? Why did she not expound on who this character? So you wanted it to be a surprise?
I wanted it to be a surprise because we heavily scrutinized, we heavily critiqued Tyler Perry on my show.
Yeah.
Craig does.
Yeah,
Craig has had his own experience with Tyler Perry. from a fan aspect, because I am a fan, and I'm gonna tell you what changed my entire perspective about Tyler Perry is when I watched his Amazon thing. It's called Maxine's Baby, and I was like, I see all of me in Tyler. I see the pioneer. I see the things. Like I see all the stuff, in Tyler. I see it in me.
Wow.
And so I've changed, and then working with him made me change the way I see his work ethic. It's like because of what he's up against that made me feel different about him.
Oh man.
What's
My last question is about your nonprofit at your home.
Oh yeah, I have donated my home to Borealis and to Mason, and it's called the TS Madison Starter House. It's a project that I felt passionate about because I've been homeless, and and people want to know how you do it. So it's going to be like a school for girls to come, and homeless trans girls that we're going to rehabilitate from sex work and turn them into superstars, or put them on the path to becoming superstars like TS Madison. Because they ain't but one TS.
Right.
I am one of one.
Yeah.
Ain't but one of me. Now it could be other people that can do what they do, but ain't nobody gonna be able to do what I do.
I know that's right. I know that.
Period.
I think it's wonderful. I didn't even think about possibly using a home that you previously have lived your whole life in to have other people come in who are.
It's because there's an essence in that house.
Yeah, that's
there's
good.
An essence. There's a spirit. There's a push in that house that I think that once the girls come in and they are showered in that essence, that they'll be able to, reconstruct their mind. And, because there are people out there that don't believe that they can. My motto in life is, I don't know when, I don't know how, I just know. And when you know, nobody can tell you, nobody can shake that belief, nobody can shake that thinking, Where I'm sitting at in my life right now, I knew I was going to be here. I didn't know there was going to be us. I didn't know there was going to be downs. I didn't know there was going to be losses, lots of losses. I didn't know there was going to be no's, as many no's as there were. I just knew that I was going to be exactly where I am. And I also know that I'm not done.
Ooh, I love it. I appreciate you.
Just like you have to know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you have seen, people can't tell you what flashes and visions of your life that you've seen. When you've seen it, you know for a fact that you've seen it. Fuck somebody telling you, girl, you're not going to be able to do that. Or it's impossible for you to do that. Or girl, like, nobody's going to give that to you. That, like, bitch, I don't care what you say, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
There's no doubts. And the key to bring it around to a whole spiritual thing, what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
The key to great manifestations and manifesting anything that you want, anything that you want to achieve, is knowing that it's yours. Knowing it is. You want that car, you want this, you don't know how you're going to get it, you don't know when you're going to get it, you know that's your car. You know it. You want a house, you want this, you don't know when you're going to get it, you don't know how you're going to get it, but you know. People say they know, but then their faith and their belief is not strong enough to will it to themselves. You can't will it to yourself if you have doubts. Because the doubts, and you have flesh, your body is a fleshy thing, but you have to, especially if you've seen it. Because a lot of people go after things because they've seen it. They've seen it somewhere. They visually saw it in a dream, in their sleep, flashes of it, or they keep seeing images of it. So it's like, I know this is mine. You have to know.
Yeah, you got to know.
Because if you don't know, if you don't know,
then nobody else is going to know
the
either.
The universe ain't going to know what it's saying.
That's it.
If you don't know the address, bitch, if you don't know what's yours, how it's going to get to your house?
Right, return to sender. Return to sender.
Some other things that's going to happen with.
Yeah.
Them chicken bones, I told you to get them chicken bones up out the floor. But you just got to know.
Randy, I love you so much.
too, sister. We gotta talk about a lot of shit.
Yeah, we do. We're going to talk offline. But
Yes.
yeah, I appreciate you all for sticking around. If you made it to the end of the video, like and subscribe to the channel.
And get some cream in your life.
And get some cream and some chocolate in your life. And we'll see you on the next episode. Stay wealthy, y'all.